passed away, was the wake in your home? Your
Yes.
mother was brought back to the house?
Yes. And then the church, and then the cemetery.
But it was quick.
Well, two or 3 days.
Did you see her?
No. I was at the pool. It says we were just kids, me and Northam. We stayed there. But Johnny, my brother Johnny, he was at the house. He cried like a baby for 2 or 3 days. Cried. But I didn't cry. Either did no one. And then my father told us, Mother's gone. That was it.
Did you know your mother well?
Oh, yeah. I used to sit on her lap. She'd hold me. My head would be resting on her breast. And she's singing to me. She would sing in Greek lyrics, Amapola, Tango of the Roses. Great. She had a nice voice. I remember well. I remember she got the first washing machine in the city, electric washing machine. The name of the company was Easy. Because she had with all the children. My father got a washing machine. And then the clothesline, hanging out the clothes. That's where my brother Nick built a little erector set, a crystal condenser, earphones and aerial wire and ground wire, hundreds of feet of it. And we listened to music. Headphones were in bed. Nick and I used to sleep together. He put on the earphones and we listened to music all the way from New York, all the way to California. My father walked in the room, he'd take the earphones away. He said, "You kids got to get up for school tomorrow." It was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Every night. That's why I got to listen to big bands and learn to love music.
Yeah. When your mother passed away, did it leave a pretty big hole in the family? Which it probably did.
Oh, yeah. But we were very fortunate. We had Aunt Bessie and Aunt Christina. They lived upstairs, we lived downstairs. They took over the place of Mother and my sister Mary. My sister quit school in the 7th grade. Take care of us. She was like my mother. And I was very close to Mary. I was the one the closest around the house. Anything had to be done around the house, it was failure. Failure this, failure that. I'd go pick leaves from the grapevines, nice tender leaves to make dolmades. I'd go to the store for them. Things like that. Pick tomatoes, salad, everything we grew, we ate. Fishing, we'd go fishing and come back with barrels of fish, salt them for the winter. Tomatoes, we had tomato sauce all around the perimeter of the cellar. All sauce for all year, winter long. So everything we grew, we ate.
You know, it must have been a drastic change for you when you started eating army chow and you'd been used to eating at home.
Oh, God. A new world. But, it never bothered me. Really. I enjoyed the Army. I think the best years of my life was when I was in the service. I loved it. I loved basic. Well, because I was in great shape. PT didn't bother me, And I loved bivouacking, going out in the woods, walking 10 miles and all that. That was fun. To me, it was fun. Like I was going hunting with my father. Yeah. That's the way I felt.
Now, when you signed up, where did you sign up?
In Lynn, at the Air Corps recruiting office.
Did your dad keep blue stars in the window for all of his sons overseas?
I'll show you a picture if you like. Got all 4 boys.
Do you remember anything about even while you were in high school, because you didn't get in until 4, the Gold Star mothers in your neighborhood? And
Yeah. We had 1 or 2 Gold Stars. That was sad, because I knew we were going to see them again.
you threw the newspaper, so you know they posted those in the newspaper.
Yeah, they did. The Lynn Item and the Lynn Telegram.
Yeah.
But the Lynn Item did most of it.
Because they would put a big article if someone had been killed in action.
They would.
From the area. And their address.
Everything. You know, when I was in Italy, in the 451st Bomb Group, there were 4 of us from the same high school, the same hometown. Alfred Burrell, Ernie Thyberg, myself, and Charlie Chronopoulos, a.k.a. Cronus. He was sharp, general, smart as hell. He spoke Italian like an Italian. Sharp as hell, smart. Well, he was down at Group. He was the ground gunnery and link training instructor. And the 3 of us were leaving the squadron, going down a Group for, they wanted to take a photograph of us and send it home. Let the folks know we're okay. Well, Al, Ernie, and myself were walking down a Group. And about 4 or 5 steps ahead of Al and Ernie. And Ernie says to me, "Hey, Kozakis, how the hell did you get so many missions?" I had about 13 missions then. I turn around, walk 2 steps back, and I put my hand on Ernie's shoulder and I'm looking at him. "Ernie, you just keep on flying till they shoot you down." And we started laughing about it. Well, Ernie got shot down on his 3rd mission. He was a POW. But he came home. Huh. Funny.
Now, where did you take your basic training?
My basic training was at Greensboro, North Carolina, in the winter.
Now, you're from the north.
Oh, yeah.
Even though that is the winter, it's not like your winters.
Well, it was wet most of the time.
But there's a different culture in North Carolina
Oh,
you're probably
God.
not used to.
Oh, yeah. We were damn Yankees. No doubt about it. They were back in the Civil War. And the way they talked, you know. And I had my Boston slang, you know. And it didn't go too well. Damn Yankee.
But culturally, it was different too because of blacks and whites.
Yeah.
Had you seen that type of
All
separation?
that was segregated.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Well, did you know any blacks when you were growing up in
No,
Boston?
the Watermans lived on Lyman Street. No problem. They were just like us.
Yeah.
You know?
So
I had no qualms about it whatsoever.
Yeah.
I grew up that way. But down south, it's a different world.
Yeah.
And the Tuskegee Airmen had a hell of a hard time, especially the boys from the north.
Mm-hmm.
Real bad. Yeah. The Tuskegee Airmen, we call them our red-tailed angels.
Hawks.
The Tuskegee Airmen, we call them our red-tailed angels.
Wow.
They had red tails on the wing and red noses on the P-51s. And they were our escort. And they were fighting 2 wars simultaneously. They were fighting the Luftwaffe and segregation back home. And they never lost a bomber during the entire war. Their commander, General Benjamin Davis, "You stay with the boys. You stay with the bombers. You stay with the bombers." And they did. Escort, they were with the bombers. After bombs away, the other boys, the P-38s, 84th Fighter Group, they'd take off for the deck, knock out a locomotive or something. P-51s, the British tail engines, stayed with the bombers.
Now, did you also notice that there were, there were separate bathrooms and
Everything was segregated. Down south, whites here, blacks there. Drink water here, drink water there. Toilets, the bus, back of the bus. In the restaurants, they couldn't go white restaurant to eat. Bad.
So your basic training. Well, one of the things they do before you even get into basic training, I think, during classification,
Yeah.
don't they test you to find out what's the best?
Oh yeah. We had all kind of tests. As special cadet candidate, we had psychomotive tests. And they would test us, put us in a link trainer, strings, the whole 9 yards, and to see how we were. And after basic training, we're looking on the bulletin board and see if we passed to continue with cadets. Well, there was 221 of us in that class. They only accepted 2. And the funny thing about the Army, they gave us a choice. They say you can be a paratrooper, you could be in the infantry, or you could be an aerial gunner. I wanted to fly, so I chose aerial gunning.
You hit it at the wrong time. They didn't.
Oh yeah, because Congress cut 28,000 all at one time. Boom.
Well, you tested out probably very easily.
I could have, I don't know.
Well, if you took those tests, they're looking at you.
Oh yeah, to me it was a snap.
To me, you would have been a perfect navigator.
Could
You
be.
could have been because of your
Yeah,
math skills.
either one. Because I had all the math.
Yeah.
You see? I had all the math, all the physics. I had 2 years of aeronautics in school, high school. I took that as an elective. And the timing was March. Well, if we took paratrooper or infantry, we would have been on Omaha Beach. See, that's why they were recruiting all the guys for what was coming. When D-Day, I had a week from graduating from gunnery school on D-Day. And then from where I went to combat crew training.
Now, when you took your basic training in Greensboro, was that primarily learning to march and take orders left and right?
Yeah.
How to shoot a gun?
Yeah,
Bayonet practice?
all that. And a bivouac, you're out in the woods 4 or 5 days. And you live off the woods. And the blue team and the red team would have combat. Well, I used to crawl up, and there's the red team, they had a fire, and 5 or 6 guys talking. So I had a little white bag of flour. I threw it there. That means I killed them all. Grenade.
How good a
I
shot?
said, you guys gave it away, you had a fire.
So how good a shot were you? You know, they look at you, stand prone position, kneeling position.
Yeah.
So how good a shot were you?
How sharp?
Yeah, what shot? How good a shot with the gun were you?
Sharpshooter. That and pistol. But I never bought the ribbon or the badges or anything.
How much money were they paying you to do all this?
I'd say about $30 a month, maybe $21, $30, somewhere in there.
So you didn't have any. You ever do KP duty while you're in basic
Oh
training?
yeah. Pots and pans. That was a bitch. The guy in basic, the head of in the mess hall was a German, ex-German soldier, came to the States. He was a bastard. And he'd have us washing those pots and pans, boiling water. Man, you'd get scalded. And one time, Lieutenant walked in and saw it. He said, why are you having these boys washing those pots in such hot water? And they chewed him out. They said, you do that again, and I'm going to put you in the guardhouse. No more after that. But he was chicken, plain chicken.
Huh.
And I didn't like him at all, and all the boys didn't. And also in basic, no, this was in gunnery. Well, when we went flying, we had to pull some duty. The Army never wants you sitting around. You're going to have to do something. So in the morning, we'd have roll call, and then they'd assign duty to you. Well, they'd call the names. And when they get my name, the sergeant couldn't pronounce my name. So he skipped it. Hell, I didn't have any duty. So what I used to do is run to the library and read and stay away from everybody. So after a while, 4 or 5 days of that, I got tired of that. I said, I felt guilty, you know. I went to the sergeant and said, look, give me a detail. I'll be happy to do it. He says, okay, you run the latrine. He gave me 3 or 4 guys, and we cleaned the latrine in the morning and in the afternoon. Spotless. So I had the guys doing all the work. And I checked everything, made everything was clean for inspection. And that's what I did for a couple of days. That was my duty. That cleared up my conscience.
Did they teach you how to throw hand grenades and things like that?
In
basic.
No, we did not throw hand grenades.
Yeah.
Just rifle and pistol.
Yeah.
And then gunnery was a different world.
So where did they send you for gunnery school?
Laredo, Texas.
You're getting lucky. You're getting to see all the garden spots in the world, aren't you? I was saying.
Oh, hell, I didn't see nothing. All the hellholes.
Now Laredo. Now you come to Texas. That's really Mexico and Texas.
Oh yeah, you're right on the border.
Yeah.
You're on the border.
You ever go into
Nuevo Laredo is just across the river.
You ever go in it?
I went to Laredo. Yeah.
Boys Town?
The what?
That's a place in Nuevo Laredo. Boys Town, kind of.
Oh yeah, that was bad. I kept away. That was bad. I was a clean cut kid, and I had a pair of Jodhpurs made over there. They measure your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, beautiful Jodhpurs.
Yeah.
Nice soft leather. All leather, real good. All the boys flying wanted Jodhpurs. We wanted to be different.
You're taking. I know you're taking gunnery practice, but getting to Laredo from Greensboro, you went by train.
5 days on a train. And I had a boil on my rectum. So they put me in a special train. I was on my stomach for 5 days. Until the boil got well.
They didn't lance it?
Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh, all that crap. And
But back then, didn't you have to? Well, maybe the trains are better. Those old steam engines used to spew lots of cinder and
but
junk.
we didn't go straight, you know. Whatever track was open, that's where you went.
Yeah.
Hell, we were all over the United States before we got to Laredo. We were at Keesler Field in Louisiana. And then we got off, but we got back on again. That was a flight engineer school and gunnery. We got back on, and we got on to, I remember we got to Houston, we got out, calisthenics, back on the train, down to Laredo. And that's where we started our gunnery.
Did they have sleeping bunks, or you just?
No, chairs.
They feed you along the way?
But when I had my boil, I was on a bunk.
Yeah. Did they have stops for food on the way, or?
Oh yeah, we ate on a train. Sea ration, whatever. Nothing fancy. You know, old army.
Hey, did they let you off the train to stretch your legs every now and then?
Yeah, like we stopped in Houston, Keesler Field, some other places, all calisthenics, 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, then back on the train again.
Yeah, yeah.
But it wasn't a straight shot. Whatever tracks were open, those are tracks were going, heading all the way down. And the reason why Texas has so many airfields, because of the weather. It had more flying days than any other state.
Yeah.
And it's loaded with fields.
And you're out there in deep West Texas now, and
Yeah.
this is the first time you've seen a desert.
First time I ever saw the desert. Shit, first time I ever saw Texas. It was all new to me. But it was fun.
So when they get you there, what do they? I mean, do they start you out with shotguns, or how do they start you out?
First we started off, I believe it was rifle. We had rifle before.
Mm-hmm.
Then they started us off with 30 caliber machine guns. Nice and light, easy to handle. And you'd have colored bullets, and then they'd have a target moving. You shoot at the target, you look for the colors on that target. And they also had cadets, navigation cadets, going to gunnery school with us. And they were scared as hell that they're going to be washed out. And that's my number. No. All right, take it. You can have it. So he wouldn't get washed out.
Yeah.
It didn't bother me. And then we got into skeet. Mm-hmm. That was fun. To me, that was a ball. Because I was shot before, shotgun and all that.
But they did that. They start you out on the ground, don't they?
Yeah, all on the ground.
But then they put you in a truck.
Then in the air. Then the truck and then the air.
Yeah. Well, the truck is a moving thing. So they're
they had a track like a horse track. And they had different birds, different angles, different shots.
Yeah.
And that bastard driving a truck. I hit 24 out of 24. 25th, he jerked the truck and I missed the bird. Every time. I think he did it on purpose. Used to piss me off. That was a hell of a gunner.
Now when you get out there, what are your accommodations like out in Laredo? Are they just rough barracks or?
Yeah, just a barrack, bunks with two guys on a bunk, open rafters,
Mm-hmm.
and window to ventilate. That was it.
Had your pay gone up after basic?
Did I what?
Had your pay gone up after basic? You know, making more
The
money.
only time my pay went up when I graduated from gunnery, I became a PFC.
Now, one of the things you have
About another $6 or whatever.
you had to graduate from a shotgun to a 30 caliber to a 50 caliber, didn't
Right.
you? How much different is the 50 than the 30?
Oh, a 50 is much heavier.
Yeah.
And your bursts are short. 4 or 5 bursts at a time. You don't want to burn out the barrel. And we were shooting that, then they gave us turrets. Martin turret, tail turret, nose turret, ball turret. I didn't like the ball. I got the ball, my knees were rubbing my ears. That wasn't for me. The Martin was great, a lot of room. I got a lot of good scores. And the nose turret, I love the nose turret. Nice, because I had complete control of everything. I could spin around, raise it, it's real fast. So I chose the nose.
You got to choose.
Oh yeah.
They didn't choose
Not
for you.
there. I chose at combat crew training.
Yeah.
And I'll take the nose.
Well, now during your training in Laredo, did they have you shoot at objects on the ground?
Oh yeah. We're in AT-6s. Mm-hmm. And we shoot targets on the ground. We had Lockheed Loadsters with a top turret, shoot a sock and things on the ground. Socks were run by the girls. They were good.
Oh, that's right. They were WASP,
Yeah.
weren't there?
Yeah. WASP. W-A-S-P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever meet any of them?
Segregation. The enlisted men here, officers over there, women over there, and no fraternization.
So this is really this is in 1944. You were in Laredo,
Yeah.
not Nuevo, but Laredo.
Yeah,
So that would have been around probably.
June, May, June. I was in.
That's
gunnery.
right. It was 1 week before
Yeah,
that D-Day took.
yeah, and then I graduated. And the reason why I graduated a week late, I was laying in my bunk. I was on the top bunk. A black widow came down from the rafters and bit me under my left knee. And my leg swelled up like a balloon. So they put me in the base hospital. So I was there 4 days. I got well. And the flight surgeon says, okay, I'm going to give you a 3-day pass. All right, so I took it. I didn't know anybody. Where am I going to go 3 days? So I took a bus and I went to Corpus Christi, which is a couple hundred miles away.
Yeah, that's a day right there.
Yeah. Well, that evening I went to a restaurant. Of course, it was a Greek restaurant. We went and ate. I went to pay my bill, and the young lady there, Greek girl, she was the daughter of the owner of the restaurant. And she looks at me. She said, what's your name? I said, Achilles Kozakis. You're a Greek boy. Yeah. Would you like to go to a dance tonight? Sure, I ain't got nowhere to go. So you come back here at 7. I'll pick you up with my fiance, and we'll take you to the country club, and I'll have a partner for you. So, there, boom. Go to the country club, beautiful place. Music, nice. And she brings to my partner. The girl's name is Charlotte. Charlotte Smystrela, a Czechoslovakian girl. First generation born. Beautiful thing. Blonde, long hair, curls. She was a doll. Sweet 16, you know. She must have been about 17 years old. And we danced, we become real good partners, talked a lot. And I said, will you write to me? He said, sure, I'll write to you. I'll write to you. So we became pen pals. Charlotte and Kozakis. And even overseas she'd write to me. And she sent me a photograph of her. Wow, what a doll. I showed that to the boys. Wow, Kozakis, you know? Well, anyway, I kept that photograph.
You still have it?
No, I gave it to my wife. And I gave it to my wife with another girl. I don't know what she did with him. I never saw him anymore. Well, anyway, we became real good friends. And, you know, you come home and all that. And I'm in the hospital. I spent 10 months in 3 general hospitals when I came home. And the last one was at Brooks General in San Antonio. And she was going to St. Mary's School in San Antonio. So we got together, we had a nice date, talk, that's all. Nothing like today, you know, different world. And one night, she and her mother are coming to visit me at the hospital. And at the same time, Madeline came to visit me at the hospital. And my nurse says to me, Kozakis, you're in trouble. And she tells me who's downstairs waiting. Oh, God. Well, I started thinking things over. I said, well, best cut it off. So I didn't go downstairs. Instead, I went through the back door and went to the Post Theater. Went to the music theater, watched a movie. And someone's at the door.